D12, take one.
Act.
We're in the middle of London.
We're in the middle of a forest.
Come and see.
Things have gone green on Doctor Who,
Those trees.
as London is overrun by a forest. This week, Mr. Pink gives us a guided tour.
Careful not to alarm the film crew.
Maeve!
They bite.
And there is chaos on the Tardis as children take over.
Stop that! Hey, don't touch that! Get away from there! Don't touch...
Not all is as it seems as the Tardis arrives at a familiar location.
You have reached your destination.
Oh, stop saying that!
She's only saying it because it's true. We are in the middle of London.
We're in the middle of a forest.
Come and see.
The Forest of the Night is an absolutely wonderful story that takes us into the heartland of the dark and mystical fairy tale, which is the forest.
It's one of the most lyrical and beautiful ideas for an episode we've ever had on Doctor Who. So many Doctor Who stories are about Earth being invaded. This is about Earth invading us. This is about what would happen if all the trees turned against us.
And action.
Maeve! Maeve! Doctor, give me a boot so I can pull up. Maeve! Maeve!
Earth has been transformed into a gigantic forest, but by forces that are mysterious and possibly dark, and that the Doctor clearly has to uncover because of a threat that he senses is coming.
Maeve, this forest is communicating with you. Nobody else, no technology can hear what it's saying, but you can. Tell us what it wants, where it came from.
It was me. She's hearing these voices in her head and she can't get rid of them, so she does like this swatting thing trying to get them away. The forts, they go so fast.
This is stressing me now. When I get stressed, I forget my anger management.
She's trying to run away from them and she meets the Doctor who's just trying to get everything out of her.
Cut there.
This script required a lot of trees and set dressing, which was quite a challenge for the designers.
One of the great joys of Forest of the Night was seeing London being completely overgrown and taken over by a forest, which of course is done on location in a real forest.
The cast and crew set off deep into a forest near Newport to recreate overgrown London. And actor Samuel Anderson, aka Danny Pink, was there to take us on a guided tour.
And here we see London has totally been taken over by the woods. We're at Underground Station. There appears to be a film crew. We should maybe move away from them. They're known to be vicious creatures, film crews. Very dangerous.
We'll catch up with Samuel in a moment. Finding a location which would suit the needs of the script fell to location manager Ewan Roberts.
We were looking for sort of unmanaged woods, really wild woods, quite dense, quite dark, and that's what we were after on this one. To bring London into a forest and the scale of what the art department have done, you know, it is amazing.
It's fabulous. You'd find yourself walking along these woods and suddenly Green Park Tube Station had been built there and it looked for real, you know, and pillar boxes and taxis and traffic lights. And it's just rather beautifully designed and rather cleverly done.
Maybe we can make a call. Found the telephone box. Hello, operator? Yes, I know, it's a jungle out here.
With the location selected, it was down to production designer Michael Pickwoad to bring in the hints of London.
We brought in certain elements of London
It was very tricky to get a bus into the forest, so we used a photograph of a bus stuck on board, and it worked very well, because behind trees you really didn't know that it wasn't a bus.
How did Abigail feel about the location?
It's amazing how they put Trafalgar Square in the forest, because the lion is massive.
Everyone was very worried about the lion, but I said we've got to start somewhere. And we measured up the lions and the plinths in Trafalgar Square, and it was size for size. That's the size they are. And it was an interesting job.
Why would there be no reading? Because they're actually made of wood. No circuits, no mechanism. Wood. They're still growing. If you look long enough, you can actually see it growing.
But this isn't the first time the Doctor has encountered sinister saplings and plant life that wasn't all it appeared to be. Crinoids could take over the minds of humans and grew to this size before creating hundreds of pods that could form an army of deadly flora. And meet Meglos, one of a cactus-like species known as Zolphotherans. Meglos tried to pass himself off as the Time Lord. Think the face needed a bit of work, though. Years later, the 11th Doctor came up against a ruthless couple who grew from these bauble-like pods dropped from living Christmas trees. The wooden king and queen only wanted to save their forest, but didn't care how they managed it. But not all intelligent plant life has been so troublesome. The Forest of Cheam is a race of intergalactic, walking, talking trees that can trace their roots back to Earth. They were brave and intelligent, and according to the Doctor, one of them even fancied him. But if she thought she'd get anywhere with the Time Lord, she was barking up the wrong tree. Back in the forest, our tour with Samuel has come to an abrupt end.
This is not a good day. I am now the final surviving member of the human race. A cameraman took one for the team. I shall sign off for now. Hopefully I'll see you when I find water.
By trees?
The Tardis has been visited by school kids before, but never a bunch quite like this.
There's a group of kids who we have in it. Kids from the Coal Hill School who are fabulous.
Doctor, this is Coal Hill Year 8 Gifted and Talented Group.
What are the round bits for?
Ask your teacher. Come on, down from there. Don't touch any of that stuff. Come on, away from the console. Keep them away, for goodness sake.
Why, by the way, have none of you remarked upon the fact that it's bigger on the inside?
When they all came in the TARDIS, I just look at them and fall apart, because just the way they look, with all their crazy hairstyles and glasses and their mobile phones, and then they just look like the real thing. They look like, you know, kids from, you know, a local school who've stumbled into the TARDIS and don't really care about it very much.
Abigail plays the plucky Maeve, who also gets a trip in the TARDIS.
It was amazing, because like when they say it's big on the inside, it really is bigger on the inside. There's 3 floors to it, and it's just amazing.
The TARDIS. It's bigger on the inside than the outside. Oh, did you not notice?
I just thought it was supposed to be bigger on the inside, so I didn't say anything.
Well, of course it's supposed to be bigger. Most people are confused by that.
I didn't want to touch anything in case I break anything, because you feel like, I don't want to touch that.
Not only did the kids get a trip to the TARDIS, they also got a trip to the museum.
Bradley! Sir, tell him, sir, he's blinding me. I'm allowed a torch, sir? I've got to know. I'm darkness phobic. Just because he's scared of the dark, sir, does that mean he's allowed to blind me?
They're so good. I mean, I said to Jen as soon as they appeared, I said, you know, that we're mincemeat here. There's no point in us trying to do any acting here, because they'll just wipe the floor with us completely, which is what they did. So they were great to have around.
And action.
With London restored, all is back to normal with the Doctor.
I hope I'm right. Slightly awkward if the world was destroyed at this point.
What?
There goes the planet-sized airbag.
Or so it seems.
Now, that was surprising.
I love surprises.